Hi, this is Grant Karsner. I'm speaking to you today on June 3rd on behalf of the South Seaville Camp Meeting Board of Directors. This has been quite a last few months. We've met for 7 hours over a period of 4 meetings and wanted to talk to you today on behalf of the board. You're aware that about 10 days ago we made a decision to opt for an eCamp this year in lieu of our usual approach. This was based on 3 reasons. First and foremost, our churches aren't open again, even as we move into June, and plans are beginning to be formulated, but nothing is really clear yet. The second is that the pandemic is still with us in a very substantial way. Even in the month of May in New Jersey, approximately 145 people perished each day of the month on average. And then third, when we look at the campers, I look at our cottagers, we recognize that a large number of us, a substantial majority of us, are in the high-risk age group of 60 and above. For all those reasons, we decided to opt, similar to that of the churches, for an eCamp. Now, we've also made other decisions of which you're aware. The first is that we put on the water on about May 15th, and that was in consultation with the Cape May County Board of Health. In discussions with the Cape May County Board of Health just this last Friday, they have advised us to maintain common buildings closed, that is, bath, shower, and laundry. In fact, they said the authorities are out looking for violators who would be cited and fined. And clearly, as a Christian camp, we will not be put in that position. So let's talk about the future. It's an enthusiastic future, one that we can cherish our time, we can cherish our Lord, and we can cherish our campground, even if it's in a way that's not as familiar to us. So let's talk about 2020 camp. The brochure you received in March is still the basis by which we are looking at the various services. Now, we do have an e-challenge in that we have no capability in the tabernacle, and we are really basically going to be relying on several pastors to help us with that. So we're relying on videos. So the great news is that the pastors, all 4 speakers, have agreed to participate this year in electronic means. So let me describe some of the elements of the program to you. We thought it would be important to start the day with a devotional. So an added feature this year will be at 6 a.m. each morning, and that does not mean you need to watch it at 6 a.m., but it will be available, is a few-minute devotional by a pastor during the first week of camp and during the second week of camp. During the first week of camp, we're going to have an interactive Bible study. Both Joy Furta and Laura Hunter are working on this as we speak and are looking at how we would do this, perhaps by a Zoom meeting. During the second week at night, we have a full set of services where half of them will be conducted by Sean Callender Hogan and the other half by Kurt Kenny. So they are working on the theme of grace and will be providing us videos in that way. The Pustais will be providing music. We're going to have a number of individuals, people giving Bible verses and pastoral prayers as well. And then finally, an incredibly nice outreach just this morning was that I received a message from Richard Ernst. And Richard has agreed to provide us with a videoed program of a hymn sing, similar to that which he did over the Easter holidays. So please send me a note with your favorite theme. We already are going to start with Amazing Grace. So let's look forward. Let's be enthusiastic. Let's know that we can honor the Lord and our cherished campground in different ways. So let's put the disappointment aside. Let's put the opportunity and the enthusiasm in front of us. Finally, as we think about the current pandemic, the words that were used inappropriately, which is that we have to be socially distanced. In actual fact, what we need to be is physically distanced. The spiritual, the emotional, the mental is all on us. So we will flourish this year. Don't be discouraged. Catch the enthusiasm. Provide me with videos that you'd like to see shown, perhaps pictures of our beloved camp. This is an opportunity for us to serve in new and different ways. So on behalf of the board, know that your interest, your safety, and your spirituality are all foremost with us. This is a different balance of safety and spirituality for the year 2020 that we never really had to deal with before. So chin up, pray for camp. We have about 5.5 weeks to prepare all of this, and look forward to your participation in the camp. So in Christian love from your board of directors, I'm Grant Karsner.